I feel very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, and I feel like I get to do something that I love every single day. My journey is like different to a lot of people's. Everyone's journey is individual, I suppose, but my kids are my life, and I think we as players understand that we can have that impact, but with that comes great responsibility as well. Steph just kind of said, enjoy that moment.
Now, what man we're all here to celebrate with 196 appearances, 40 tries. Give it up, line number 15, Philbin.
I felt really nervous, to be honest with you. I think I don't usually get too nervous for games, but I think I'd not played for about 4 months. First of all, it's the first game in a long time. Obviously, new coach who you kind of want to impress, and then also the fact that it's my testimonial game. So there's a big pot.
Everyone's pretty relaxed actually, being in the changing rooms, and a few people laughing, a few people serious. I'm pretty comfortable and calm, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they play.
For me, that moment was really, really special, and something that will live forever with me, to be honest with you, because I got to walk out with my 2 kids. My little lad Bobby is an absolute Warrington diehard. He's obsessed, so I reckon that's honestly the best day of his life so far. So probably more for him than for me is why it was so special, because like I say, the love that he has for the club, and he knows every song, he knows every player's name and number.
Joe, I love what you bring. I love coaching you, and looking forward to seeing you have a great year, and not only tonight but for the whole season.
I think Sam's been one of the best forwards in the game that I've ever seen, and I feel like he was a real trailblazer going over to Australia. I remember watching the Slamming Sam documentary and stuff like that. Me and my roommate at the time, we were watching it on repeat. And then to be able to get coached by him as a forward is really special, because there's so many tips and tricks that he's been teaching us, and little ways to do things. So I've been really enjoying my time under him, and I feel like he'll really develop me. I think for us players, especially myself and the lads who've had kids in COVID times and since COVID, I think it used to be quite common that you carried your kids out as mascots. Since COVID, that's not been allowed to happen in the Super League, so we've never been able to have our children as mascots, and that was the first game that all the lads could have the kids as mascots who are new dads. And I think for us as players, everything that we do is for our kids and it's for our families. So to have them moments were special, and Steph said to me, just embrace that moment, because it is special. So I really did, and there's some mega pictures of it and stuff, and Bobby loves it. So I signed as a 15-year-old kid. I'm now 29, which means that means 14 years, I think. So I've been here for 14 years, 11th year in the first team. So it's been a long time. I've kind of grown from a shy kid to a man at this club. So it's I've got so much love for the place. Obviously, I was into the last year now of my contract, and I was speaking with the club, and obviously speaking with Sam as soon as he come in, and he told me areas of my game that he thought were good, areas of my game that he wanted to improve, and then started pre-season well, and was happy that Sam kind of wanted to work with me for a little bit longer. And getting coached by Sam Burgess, it's the easiest decision ever. It was the easiest yet ever. So. Really happy to have that future tied up, and I want to repay that faith in the club for for backing me. I think if you'd have told, that 15-year-old kid who got picked up that he'd make one appearance for Warrington, I wouldn't have believed you, and I'd have bit your hand off. So my debut was really, really special moment, and I remember that forever. And then I suppose when you play one game, you kind of want more and you want more. The Challenge Cup final in 2019, obviously we've won the League Leaders Shield as well in my time here, but that game was really special because I think it was a massive underdog story. We'd underperformed for quite a while before that, and Saints were beating everyone in their path, which made it a lot of people didn't believe that we'd do it. I think the only people who really did were the people in our organisation, so that was what made it so special.
Darryl Clark back to Philbin again, who's just hurtling towards the line. It's rolled over. Has he touched it down? The referee says he has. It's the Warrington-born Joe Philbin who gets Warrington up and running.
Yeah, I'll never forget that moment. It was a good moment, and it was just off the back. Jace Clark got us a quick play of the ball, and it just all opened up for me. And I just head down, boom, went for the line, and I got it. So over the moon.
So Chris Hill, a royal seal of approval. Primrose and blue blood run dry today. It's Warrington.
With Sam coming in, it's been a real change of mentality that he's wanted to bring of how we view the game, and we didn't show that, which was most disappointing. We want to put teams under pressure, and we gave a lot of pressure releases away, giving away penalties on tackle 1 and tackle 2, and dropping the ball on tackle 2 and tackle 3. We only played the first half full strength, and then we kind of changed the team around. Now probably went away feeling underwhelmed, if I'm honest with you. I think that first 20 minutes especially, we just gave away errors and penalties, so we made it really hard for ourselves, which was frustrating because our whole pre-season has been based on changing our mentality around that. But it might take a little bit longer. But once that penny drops for us as a team, I think we'll be a dangerous team to play against. My dad's one of 12, my mum's one of 7, so I've just got like a huge family, and the Testimonial game was like the first time where I've had so many of them, and I think mum bought 80 odd tickets for the game, so there was a lot of people there, so I was dragged from pillar to post trying to catch up with all my family. But that's what it's like for me personally. I've got a really good support system, and my off-field life is very settled at the minute. I've obviously got love my girlfriend Laurie. We've got 2 kids together, and she's brilliant for me. Very calm head, and then I've got a massive family. I've got mum, my dad, 4 brothers. So I've got a big family, and family means a lot to me. I didn't touch rugby ball till I was 15. I always played football until I was 15, and then at under 15s I went and joined Culture Eagles, the mighty Culture Eagles, and I think 3 or 4 games I played, and luckily got scouted. So it was very, very fast for me. I I'd only played a few games, and then I was at Warrington scholarship, which was very strange for me because I didn't really know the rules too well, but they obviously just saw a bit of raw ability, and I'm glad they did. I was a Priestley sports student. There was myself and Depp Patton, who was at Warrington at the time, and we had a great few years. I think the course that I did was for high performing athletes who are kind of representing at county level or above, and it was really good because you were in a class that was fueled for other athletes as well. Do you know what I mean? And they understood our training loads and the things that had to go into our training. The one thing that I do remember is my diet. My diet took a bit of a nosedive because I was going to Morrison's every day eating chicken bites and crisp cuts. So the dietitians had to have a little word with me, so I had to stop my trips to Morrison's. But yeah, I loved my time there at Priestley. You always think about memories, and my memory of Priestley is that's when I started to learn to drive, and I got my driving licence and driving to Priestley every day, and I was a skint student, so I had loads of good memories from my time there, and I've been back a few times to do the sports awards, which has been nice because I love to go back. I feel very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, and I feel like I get to do something that I love every single day. Now there's some people who are less fortunate in our community, and I just feel like it's very important to get out there and help those people, because that's what community is at the end of the day. Community is when one person struggles, you help the person who struggles, because I feel like one day in your life sun can be shining, the next day it can be raining. So I think for us as players, being in the fortunate position that we are, and with the little bit of influence that we do have, I feel like to put that to good use. Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to help people? I see Warrington Wolves, the team and the organisation as a whole, as a central hub of the town. I feel like it's the one common thing that a lot of people have in common is the support and the love for the club, and at the heart of that hub is the foundation and the work they do going into schools, the hard work they do behind the scenes. Obviously, I'm born and raised in Warrington and come up through the community, and I've seen firsthand the amount of work that they do and help that they give in the community. I remember as a kid, a 15-year-old lad, at my rugby presentation, and a Warrington player came to that presentation, Ben Harrison at the time, and I was like, oh my God, and it made me really want to do more, I suppose, and want to, like, I was like, oh, I really want to do this, and I know the impact that had on me, and I think we as players understand that we can have that impact, but with that comes great responsibility as well. So, like I say, I've seen what the foundation have done well, and it was a no-brainer, to be honest, to try and give a little back to them.
Yeah, so I've just been to a local primary school close to where I went to high school over in Newton the Willows, and I've basically just told the Year 6 children my story on how I got to where I am. I only started rugby league late, I only started when I was 15 years old, so kind of like the message for them was just to, don't worry if you're a late developer to something, because you can still make it in things. It's good to be a role model, for people in the community, and also like to give back after the community have given so much to us players. I was a bit nervous, to be honest. I was really nervous to get up and speak in front of them, but they made me feel welcome, and if I've like made one kid's day, then I've done my job there. I love getting to the past players dinners. I went to one when Big Les Boyd came over from Australia, and I met up with a few of the past players then, and they're telling all their kind of war stories, and I love that because for me, I suppose the things that I've gone through now one day will be that. It'll be stories that you kind of reconnect with old people, and I think once you've kind of gone to battle with someone playing a game of rugby, I think you've got that bond for life. And there's players who I probably played with when I was 19, 20, 10 years ago, and I could not see him. Then you see him, you have a beer together, and it's like time's not moved. Like it's you still have the bond, and it's probably hard to explain.
Than you. He was what you call the last of the pot-belly pigs.
So I'm a pot-belly pig.
Yeah. No, you were straight.
In 2019, when we went to Wembley, I did a little promo video with Mike Nicholas, my good Welsh mate Mike Nicholas, and he's famous obviously for having the most red cards in history, and he spoke to me about what it's like to walk out there and to stay calm and stuff. And we did a really nice piece, and then obviously I reckon I had probably one of my better games that day as well, so it really helps. And then, you know, I remember in that team they had Alex Murphy, who's probably one of the greats who's played the game, and then they also have a player called Barry Philbin, who I get asked all the time, we're related, and me and Barry aren't related, but they had a player called Barry Philbin playing as well back then. I suppose my advice is, if you don't have everything worked out, don't worry about it. You know, I see some people ask me like about the 12-year-old kid saying, "Oh, he's not." Like, "Oh, I need him to do this, I need him to do that," and I always just say, I didn't even touch a ball by the age I was 12, so don't worry about it if you've not got things figured out, if you're late to anything. Even that's life and rugby. Like, you know, if you feel like you need to, I don't know, get things together, don't worry about a timeline. Do things in your own time, I suppose. And I feel like there's always God's plan, they say, don't they? Where, like, I feel like things will come together. So basically, enjoy it and don't sweat it.